Oh my goodness! Hi. Guess who's back? I'll give you a hint. It's bloody me. Um, we're back with track 3 from the EX2 album by IRON.EXE. Another track produced by moi. This is a sample. It's sort of an interlude. It's just Jack spitting his bars. Yeah. Um, I, I don't know what else to say. Let's just bloody well get into it. I'll start off with this chord progression, which we can see from the bass here. It's just an E major played throughout, and then it goes. I think it's probably an E major 7, and then it does play this. What would that be? It will be a C sharp minor, and then it goes back to this E major 7. Very interesting chord progression. I absolutely love it, and it plays throughout. But if you look at this, is like a sped up version, and then we got the slowed down version, still the same chords. I'll check the timings, and then we go back to the sped up version throughout. So let's look at this track progressively. We start off with this sample in the intro. I can't remember what it was pitched down to. I think it was like 4 or 5. I'll try 5. Sounds about right. I'd say probably 4, but I pitched it up to the pitch it is now, which is just like, just cutting it about. It's not here, is it? No, I don't think it is. And then we've got this section here, which is the first. It is the start of the first half of the verse. It's just one verse, but So we've got this. We got this here, which is what I did is I grabbed the sample here. If you see this, I'll mute it and then. Which a lot of that sounded absolutely terrifying. I don't know about you, but bloody hell. So it evolved into this. I'll break it down in a sec. So what I essentially did is I took away all the vocal parts of that, apart from the ooh at the start. Luckily it didn't sound too sinister. The way I did this is I grabbed this sample, this one here. As you can see, I chopped it up at every single bar, like this. Like that. Every single half bar, sorry. And what I'd do is I'd grab it like that, and I'd half it. I'd get rid of half of it like that, and I'd use my flex time tool, flex speed, and I'd just drag it over like that. So what it does is it takes half of the first half of the sample, and slows it down, brings it down 12 semitones, and stretches it so it's played out for longer. It's the same note exactly, and you get this sound. You can hear it from that. Yeah. So it's like that. That's what I've done, and obviously I repeated certain places and stuff like that. This part we have this, except just changed around a little bit, which is cool. Which is that chorus. I think you can see it here. I took this, and then I cut it around a lot. You can see it there. And then I believe this is just the same as that, except what we did was add sort of reversed it. Is it this one or is it this one? I can't remember. It's one of them, but we took every bar and we reversed it, so you can hear it here. So we took this one and we reversed it at every bar, which is quite cool. It might have been at every chord, but I can't remember. Anyway, progressively, yeah. So that's what that goes. We've basically just got a bass, hat, clap, and a siren thing. There's a few cuts just to start the bar. Other than that, it's the same throughout, and we've got this metronome at the end, which is the start of the next track. And we've got, this is the end of the last track. So we've got a lot of transitions going on here. It's cool. I've done all my research, written all about it. So yeah. In terms of effects, we've just got wider on this one. Just widening that sound. Same on this one. I think for the chorus, yeah, I've just added an EQ just to get rid of that low frequency. You can hear the difference here. Like that. Yeah. And for the sound reverse, I think it's got wider. I just raised the bottom end a little bit. We've got this siren sound, which sounds like this. Which I added a pitch shift, and it's just a regular siren. Which I think that's the original sound. I just pitch shift it down so it sounds like that. It's almost grittier. We've got reverb, EQ as well, getting rid of those low ends, and the high ends, and the wider as well, just to widen that sound. It's quite cool. We've got a clap as well, which is nothing to hatty as well. This bass, we got a lot of wider. This is an awesome bass. This is why you didn't need a kick on this track. That's why it carries, right? So you've got this original sound, very, very normal. Added the wider, added distortion, the phase distortion, and the EQ, just raising the bottom end just the tiniest little bit. And that is why this hits so hard. Yeah. And yeah, that's it instrumentally. Yeah, those two won't have anything on them. For the vocals, Jack's just got he's got a compressor on him. It's not crazy, except no, this is crazy. We wanted to give it the impression that we'd done too much. It was almost like I ain't got no girlfriend. So if you I ain't got no girl. The compressor is very strong, which is the compression is strong with this one. Yeah, you got the multipressor all the way down. It's very, very, very strong as well. EQ, we're just raising some of those high ends, wider, just a little bit. But we got that reverb. We've also got this delay, which is just slightly off from each other, so you do hear the difference. So it's very left and right. So you do get that sense of it being everywhere around you. These vocals are very full if you hear them. I ain't got no girlfriend, ain't bothered about fighting. So yeah, and yeah, I think I don't know if there's any automation. I'll just check. Oh, I got my bloody keypad up. No, there's none. Lyrically, Jack's just talking about his real struggles, but the fact that he's kind of winging it. He doesn't really care at this point. He's not in a sad way, but in a way that it's like he feels kind of free. And I do love the energy that he brings on this track. I think it was perfect. Lyrically, the way he recorded it. I think we recorded these on a Rode NT1A. And I think that's why we didn't have to get rid of the high end quite so much. But yeah, we've also got this we got this de-esser, and we got a bit wider again, just to fill it out even more, because it is a nuts vocal. In the mix, yeah, as you can probably imagine, the 808, although it doesn't look like it, is mixed. The mix is extremely high. I think the sample's quite high. I'd say the clap's quite high as well. But it's, yeah, nothing's as loud as the vocal is extremely high because of that wideness and the bass. So you could have this whole track whereas the vocals and the bass, and it would be the exact same. Yeah, and that's that track. I don't really know what else to speak about. So thank you for listening, watching. Adios, me gusta.